Hello captains, this is Cisco Terreros, founder of World of Football. On today's episode, we'll be discussing all of the details around purchasing a professional club, what it entails, how we're going to do it, and the timing of it all. So let's get started. First of all, thank you so much for all of you who submitted questions for today's episode. Today, I will be answering a series of questions regarding one of the biggest utilities, and actually one of the biggest utilities I've ever seen in an NFT project to date, purchasing a professional football team. So let's get started. A percentage of the profits of World of Football NFT mint will go towards investing in a professional club somewhere in the world. Reality is, we're looking at a lot of different teams. Almost all of you guys have asked, well, have you been talking to a team, or what's the deal with buying a team? And reality is, we don't know specifically which team. There are a lot of markets I really like, especially North America. And one of the reasons is actually really simple, because of how relatively new the sport is in the US and Canada. Investing in a franchise is very low risk, high reward. For example, in 2015, a USL Championship franchise, which is the USL is the second division of football in the US, cost $1 million. Fast forward to today, a new team costs almost $20 million. That is 20 times the investment in only 7 years. So that's the reason why. Yes, I have personally spoken with 6 different teams and leagues so far in various divisions around the world. All of them with advanced conversations and purchasing their teams. For example, a few weeks ago, I had a series of conversations and meetings with the Portuguese 3rd Division club. I reviewed their financials, their P&Ls, their projections, and much more. For legal reasons, of course, I can't share the name of the team, and obviously for respect of those teams' fan bases, but we will disclose the name of the teams that we've been speaking with, especially the team that we're going to purchase to the holders once we mint. Honestly, that would be a blast. My team and I have considered every league and every team, and I will make the most appropriate decision based on the numbers, my experience, and the knowledge we have on that specific region. But yes, we're looking at every division and every league. Aside from the incredible chance our NFT's floor price will reach based on us buying and managing a football club, our holders actually will have exclusive access to the club we invest in, receiving voting rights in some of the decisions we make as a club, access to exclusive member gifts and airdrops related to the team we purchase, an exclusive party with our staff, our holders, and especially our whole team and coaching staff. You know, that's actually a really fair question. Although we plan on selling our project, our contingency plan is actually really simple. Despite of if we mint one NFT or all of them, we will still take a percentage of the profits we make and invest them in a club we have already identified and signed an NDA with. And we actually have an agreement to invest at any level of money, which will allow us to fulfill arguably our biggest utility. You know, the timing can be tricky, but at the very least, within the 2 weeks of our mint, we will begin negotiations with one of the teams we have previously identified. Obviously, these type of purchases don't happen overnight. It's not like purchasing a car, but I am very confident that with our connections and my experience, we can fulfill this before the summer, if not by the end of the year. You know, actually, this is one of the most common questions I get. And to make the transaction smooth, we're going to purchase the club in fiat currency. However, unless the current owner of the club or league are interested in accepting crypto, then we'll make the purchase in crypto. But for now, we're going to make the purchase in fiat, for sure. You know, I've worked in pro sports for over 20 years, and I've been part of the front office that started Major League Soccer's team, Real Salt Lake, from the very ground up. I have not only the experience and the knowledge to purchase and run a club, but I also have the connections and the network to make this endeavor an absolute success. I already have a team identified of executives who can help me make sure that this is the most successful experience ever. You know, that's a great question. On our Discord, we actually have a channel within our server called Tips on Buying a Club. So drop a suggestion there, especially if you have a connection to that club or you know somebody, make sure you let us know, because we'd love to explore that opportunity and see if it's a good investment for our NFT and our community. all of us help grow this community from the ground up and organically. The more of us that are talking about it, the more successful the project will become. So please, please, please share this with your friends, your families, your teammates, or anybody you think would benefit from investing in one of our NFTs, especially because we want to grow as a community and we want to do this as a community. Thank you all for submitting your questions. In the next episode, we'll talk about all of our other utilities and benefits. And until then, I'm signing off. Thank you, captains.